But what I want to talk to you about is Zukul Ad Network today, and I want to show you what makes us completely different from any other rev share that you've ever been involved in before, if you've been involved in any rev shares, okay? I'm not going to give you any hype about how much money you're going to earn, but what I'm going to do is just give you the facts and then let you make up your own mind, okay? This is not a sales exercise to tell you that you're going to be a millionaire by next Thursday, all right? So basically, I want to tell you first off what a rev share is. Well, basically, a rev share is a website that you join, an advertising website, that tell you you can give them some money and they'll put your banners on their website, and they will show all your banners to their existing members. So the people that see your advertisements are the people that are a member like you of that rev share. That's it, period. Okay? And they say, well, everybody that buys banners on our website will give you a share of the profit, or we'll share the profit amongst you all, which is exactly what, you know, we do in our business. We say, pay us for advertising, we'll put it on our website, we'll show it to our existing members, and if any other members buy advertising on this website, we will give you a share of the profit after the company's taken a bit of money and after we've paid the sponsor, you know, your upline a bit of money, okay? The rest of the money, there's 80% of the money gets shared with the members. But what makes us, the first thing that makes us completely different is I'm going to draw this big cloud, if you like, and that's the big wide web. Now, inside this cloud, there's websites that are owned by Zukul. Now, on these websites, things like a banner creator, a landing page creator, a blogging system, on these websites, inside the members areas, there's a banner. These banners are fed from Zukul Ad Network. So you can actually buy advertising on the main site, or you can buy it on the cluster inside the cloud, okay? Now, so your advertising is being fed across the internet to people that may not even know that Zukul Ad Network exists, okay? So that's the first thing that makes us completely different. The second thing that makes us completely different is, I'm going to put you here, I'm going to put a big smiley face on there, okay, is that we first off, if you bring somebody into the business and they spend money, we give you 10% commission straight away, okay? If they spend $1, you get 10 cents. If they spend $100, you get $10. They spend $1,000, you get $100, okay? You see, 10%. But we also, on top of that, we pay you an affiliate payment for your first level. So that means the people, I know that looks like a pair of legs actually, but the first people that you bring into the business, so let's just say you go out and recruit 2 people into the business, they spend some money, you not only get 10%, you not only get a share of the banner advertising that they spend up here, you also get an affiliate payment from them because they're on your first level. Well, let's just say that these people, these 2 funny legs falling out the bottom here, they go and do exactly what you do. They also go out and recruit, and they bring in this instance, 2 people. They could bring in 100 people, it doesn't matter. You will receive, you don't even know who these people are, because they're on your second level, you will receive a payment from them as well. Look at this, it's starting to grow like an octopus, this, okay? So you're going to get dollars from them. Well, let's go another stage further. I'm going to get a different colour pen. We're going to say that these people also go out and bring somebody into the business, which is your third level. Now, no other rev share does this. You don't know who these people are. You don't know who these people are. But you will receive an affiliate payment from them as well. Now, I'm running out of board space here, but you're probably looking at the screen saying to me, Jeremy, that's all very well, mate. I love the idea of that, but I can't recruit. I can't bring anybody into the business, so how am I going to earn them 3 levels? The third point here is you don't have to recruit. We have a system called PTP, Paid Traffic Placements. You can buy as many directs as you like. You see, I put 2 here, but there could be 10, could be 100, could be 1,000. However many you want to buy on that front line, you can buy. So if you can't recruit, we do that for you. Now, I don't know whether I've got any more room on the bottom of the board here, but there's another reason that makes us completely different, okay? And there's a 4th reason that makes us completely different from any rev share that you're in. If you've got a banner to place up here, what do you need? A banner. You need a banner creator. So we're going to give you a banner creator free as a paid member, an active member inside Zukul Ad Network, okay? But there's another reason, a 5th reason why we're completely different. Because when somebody clicks that banner, where are they going to go? They need to go to a website, a blog, or what's called in the industry as a landing page. So we're going to give you a landing page creator as well, providing you're a paid active member inside Zukul Ad Network. Now, if you're looking at that board and see all them scribbles there and you understand it, and you realise that we are completely different, and every other rev share only give you this, you've got to be completely nuts if you don't see what extra you get. The extra websites you can advertise on, 10% commission. Other rev shares, I believe, do that. But the free level affiliate payment, they don't do that. If you can't recruit, you can buy your recruits. And we're going to give you a landing page creator and a banner creator so that you can start your business off. Now, I'm going to have a little swig of water, Bart, because I'm going to clear my whiteboard in a minute because I want to come on to my next subject. But I'll hand it back to you, mate. Unmute yourself, Bart. Unmute yourself, Bart.
Wow. As if I forgot how to do this after about 400 of them. No, I think there's something else that makes us also hugely different, and that is, we don't use a payment processor that could actually steal our funds or hold our funds. You guys know about that in other programs, as well as certain processors actually have limits in which you can pay out. Some of the 2 most popular ones have a $10,000 per day or a $70,000 per week limit. Zan, at some point, will be paying 100 times that out per week. So, it's no use for us to sit there and have a membership or a partnership with one of those processors, or especially one that'll sit there and confiscate your funds and hold on to it till they do whatever they want with it because they're not regulated or controlled by anybody, right? So we also have that. I think that's an important thing to add on there, is we're not, we're not at the mercy of one of those people that could actually shut you down, right? Because that's what's happening all around the internet, guys, and it's happening a lot this week, especially if you've got your nose in the air like we do, watching the other programs out there. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's the Wild West, and the processors, they really seem to be in more control than anything, right? Those people that start these programs up, and all of a sudden the processor changes the game, they're at their mercy, So I think it's a brilliant thing that we also have that as well. So, all right, Jeremy, you ready to go again?
Yeah, well, that brings me on to, I'm still going to keep on the subject of Zukul Ad Network, okay? Because there's something that we're putting in place, and it's called, and I've called it this Hangout, the Good Cause Friday, I've called it. Well, it's called a Good Cause account. Okay, now I want to explain to you what this is and what it's going to do for people that maybe can't get started working on the internet, okay, or they just don't know where to start, they can't recruit, they've got no money, and they'd love to bring themselves out of that rut that they're in, and they just can't do it. So this is a system that we're putting together here inside Zan, which later on in about a month or so, I'm going to be revealing something that I know will completely blow your socks off. But I want to talk about the Good Cause account, all right? And what is it? Now, when you join Zukul Ad Network, you buy what's called ad packs, okay? Now, these ad packs are advertising packages, and they start from $1 and go upwards. I think what is it, $50? Is it the top one? Yeah. So they start at $1 for level 1, and they go up they go up. Now, depending on how many ad packs you buy, will determine on what share of the profits you're going to get back. So what we thought, and we're not saying this is the golden number at the moment, but I'm going to say $1,000. Okay, and I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to put this little roof on here, okay? Because this is actually, it's not a house, it's a factory. It's a factory. That's what it is. It's a factory, but it's going to have $1,000 worth of inside this factory. It's going to have $1,000 worth of ad packs that are bought. Okay, now these factories, if you like, these good causes, are going to be sponsored by a Zukul Ad Network member. So it's going to be, if you've bought a PTP, you know, a paid traffic placement, you're going to get one of these factories as your direct. Okay, so you will know if you get one of these good cause factories, straight away you're going to receive $100 from the 10%. Okay, now I want you to closely watch this, and hopefully that the penny drops with you. Now, this factory is going to need workers. It's going to need workers. So what we're going to have a queue of people that are standing over this side, all waiting for the factory to open. Okay, these people have been interviewed. These people are ready to go. They've got their lunchbox in their hands, but one thing they don't have is any money. Okay, but that doesn't matter. We don't need them to have any money. What we want them to do, we'll take this first gentleman here, or girl. Well, in fact, I'll give a nice little dress. I want to bring this young lady into the factory. Now, what this young lady's going to do when she's inside the factory, she's got a big smile on her face, jumping up and down for joy. All she's got to do is to click the banners inside the business directory for about 60 days. Okay, 60 days. Because she's clicking the banners, that means they're active. They're active, and that means they're entitled to receive a share of the profit like everybody else's account does that's active at the moment. You know, all those screenshots you see across Facebook where people are, you know, getting some great returns on, you know, payments from their ad packs. This is what this account will do. It will start to accumulate some money. Now, let's just say that this factory, from this young lady from clicking for 10 ads every day, let's just say that it earns, I don't know, we'll say $200. Now, what happens to the $200? Well, we know that, I'll keep it simple. I'm going to say $100. We know that 70% of that, which is $70, goes to the repurchase balance. The other $30 goes to the pending balance, okay, which eventually will be able to be withdrawn. Now, this young lady works for 60 days. The first 30 days she does, there's $100, so we know that she keeps going. She has to keep buying ad packs. She keeps buying ad packs. She's learning how the system works. She's in the conveyor belt. She learns how the system works. She knows how to buy ad packs, and she knows how to click the banners. But every time an ad pack receives a payment, 70% goes over here, 30% goes over here. Now, at the end of the 60 days, there will be a sum of money. I don't know what that money will be. We're gonna know a little bit further along when the programmers give us the algorithm. But let's just say there's $100 sitting in the pending balance over this side. This young lady will receive 50% of that into her own Zan account. She will be removed from the factory. She will now be the owner of our own Zan account that starts off with, in this case, $50. Now there's $50 still left here. What happens to that $50? That $50 goes back into the factory fund to create another factory. So now we've got two factories, because each time each factory starts to earn its money, the profits, 50% of the profit, goes into a central bank, a central place that's the good cause account, okay, the good cause bank, I'll call it, to create new factories to help the new people that want to come into the system. Now, as you can see, each time we create a factory, that becomes a direct for somebody. So you're going to love those, okay? But also, this young lady will also be a direct for somebody. So we've killed two birds with one stone. Now, remember, if I go back, and I'm sorry if I'm going to sound information overload, if $1,000 is placed into the factory, 10% goes to, could be you. So I'm going to say you. Okay? Because you're the sponsor. 80% goes to the ad packs to give you profits, to share. But there's a 10% missing. Where's that 10% go? That 10% goes to buy ad spots inside the Zukul funnel. It's another way for us to put ad spots inside the Zukul funnel. So as you can see, the factory is helping the people that can't start a business. It's helping you, because you'll have a direct. It will help this person start their own business, which will be a direct. It will help the funnel, which is inside Zukul. And it don't stop there, okay? Because those factories I've just told you about are owned by the company. They're owned by the company, but you're the sponsor, okay? So keep that in your mind. So there's another type of factory. There's another type of factory. So I'll have to do it like this. So I'm going to draw this center line like this. And I'm going to put one factory over here. Not a very good factory. And another factory over here. Give them a door, a couple of windows. That'll do. You can see that they're different types of factories, okay? Not brilliant ones, admittedly. But you've got this type, number one, that is funded. This one's owned by the company. This is funded by donations. So if you've got $1 or $10 or $1,000 or $1 million and you want to say, well, I don't want anything returned to me for that, I want to donate that, a bit like you would do for a charity of some sort. You know, you might see a local charity, you know, or a guy in London, you certainly see them, they sell big issue magazines, you know, for homeless people. And you say, I'll buy that magazine. I'll just give the guy $1 or £1. I don't even want the magazine, but I'll give it to him because he's homeless and I want to help him. So it's a donation that you don't get any return back apart from the fantastic feeling that you've helped somebody else. Okay? So that's one type. So everybody that wants to donate into this factory over here, the good cause factory, as I said, when we have enough money, in this case I'm saying 1,000, could be 750, might be 1,100, might be 1,150, I don't know. I'm waiting for the programmers to tell me the golden number, which then I'll be able to predict of what these accounts are going to do for people. Okay? So we're saying 1,000. So every time there's $1,000, it creates a little factory. Okay? So if there was $2,000 in there, it would create 2 little factories. And that would start feeding exponentially because each factory makes profit and we create new factories. But there's also a factory over here, and that's, say, for someone who says, you know what, I've got $1,000, but I want to own the factory. I want to be the owner, but they've got to have $1,000. So they say, I got $1,000, and I'll do that. We create not multiple factories like we have here. We create one factory. You could put in $10,000 if you wanted, but we create one factory that you own, providing you've got that money. You say, I want to buy one of these factories, one of these good cause factories. Still the people are over here. You know, these are still the same types of people, all got a big smile on their face because they're all about to start a business. You know, there's a whole line of these people, okay? And we've got a big number of people waiting to come into the system that are ready to do the work, because we're going to pay them for the work that they do. Now, this one over here, if you remember, at the end of each cycle, if you like, and in this case I'm saying 60 days, okay, that number could go down, but we'll say 60 days. At the end of each cycle, there's going to be a balance inside the pending balance or the available to withdraw, okay? So let's just say, like I said earlier, that was $100 to keep it simple, okay, to keep it a round number. That $100, 50% of that goes to one of the workers. The other 50% goes to the owner of the factory. And that happens all the time. Just keeps happening. This account, this factory gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This factory gets to a certain size and it creates another factory. Gets to a certain size, creates another factory. That's that one over here. But this one could be started with $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million. Whatever price you want to pay for a factory, and you want to pay workers, because you're going to be paying them 50% of the profit, pay workers to click the banners, repurchase from the repurchase balance, and service your account for you. That's what they will do. And every time a worker is rewarded, that worker is, I'll take him out and I'll put him over here. That worker is moved into Zan. He has his own account with 50% of the profit that he made from this one, and the new worker comes in. This count just keeps feeding workers into the system, okay? So I hope you see the power of this. Now again, the sponsor, remember the factory owner gets the 50%, but the sponsor could be someone who's bought a paid traffic placement. Could be a $10,000 put in there, could be $2,000, can't be below $1,000. You would receive a 10% commission. I don't know how many of these super factories we're going to create, and I don't know how many of these regular good cause factories we're going to create. But what I do know is when they get created, they're going to be one of your directs. And there's something that I've been doing in the background, and I haven't told you. And that is this. Paid traffic placements. You pay, at the moment, $50 for 2 people, okay? Already, some people might be looking at this screen saying, oh, Jeremy, I wish you'd told me about these factories you were making. I've already had my order delivered. I've lost out. You haven't. Because some of you, I've given accounts that I've funded myself. You don't even know who they are. And I'm going to turn them into factories. You might have only received $1 commission from them. You might have received $20 commission from them. You might have received 50 cents commission from them. You know, that 10%. And you're saying, oh, I paid $50 for them. And is that all I got? Don't worry. Because you bought your paid traffic placements and had faith, I'm going to reward you. You won't know who you are. I can't reward all of you, but I'm going to reward a lot of you. Okay, and I'm going to carry on doing it. I'm going to carry on buying positions. I'm going to fill some orders with my own money with positions that I own, and I'm going to put some money into them. I'm going to be clicking the banners. I've already got people clicking the banners for me already. They're going to repurchase, and we're starting these off with small amounts because we're laying the foundations for when we open the gates for the good cause accounts. So if you haven't bought a paid traffic placement, you're nuts. You're completely nuts, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to look after the people that had the faith in the beginning, the same as we did when we did Zukul Ad Network, and the same as we did when we did Zukul. We looked after the people, and we will carry on looking after the people that say, you know what, I trust this bald man, and I'm going to go with him. Because I tell you this now, this business is here to stay. It ain't going anywhere. I don't care what you see on the internet. You can go and read all that buffalo dust if you like. We're here to stay. This is just the start. We started on the 28th of September. You ain't seen nothing yet. You really haven't. If you could see what we're putting together in the background, you could see that what the programmers are doing and the infrastructure that we're putting in place. It don't happen overnight. And to tell you why it don't happen overnight, because we're not putting together one of them things that tell you you're going to be a millionaire by next Thursday. We're putting together a business that's going to last you as long as you want it to last you.
Yeah, and we get surprised, guys, too, that we have no idea this is going on. I mean, we're also being surprised here. I think this is brilliant. I love this whole pay-it-forward attitude in this business. By the way, it's always been there with Jeremy. When we first started off, we knew that this was going to be part of our whole deal because Jeannie Marshall actually made a very good post in the One Link family. If you haven't seen it, you should search it out. But, what you give to others comes back to you. So the more that you can help other people, you are rewarded. And that doesn't just mean in our business, right? What Jeremy's talking about doing is doing something bigger than that. We're going to change lives. We're going to change many, 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 many lives. This business, as he so well stated, isn't going to go anywhere at all, okay? Come hell or high water. I don't do anything else. This is my life, my dream, my one and only. And we're going to take this thing to the roof. And this is part of it. This is a really big part of it, guys. What that does for us as far as even PR is huge, right? When we're going to be able to go ahead and, imagine we can help 200 people this year. Maybe it's 1,200 next year. Maybe it's 2,000. Maybe it's 5,000. Who knows? Some of those accounts, okay, by the way, what he's talking about, the owned factories, they can spit people out once they start going. Maybe the first one takes 60 days. The second one might take 45. Third one might take 20. But watch, some of those accounts will spit people out in a week, right? And one of these people could be forwarding and paying forward to 50 people in a year in one of these accounts. So how massive is that? Yeah, I want one, and I'm going to be paying someone 10% commission on my $1,000. And on top of that, which we don't even realize, there's also affiliate earnings in there also, because you can't put $1,000 into $1 ad packs. So there's also affiliate earnings you're going to get from that, guys. So yeah, this is massive. I mean, it's brilliant. And yeah, there's so much going on in the background, guys. So much to come yet. Pay 2 is getting upgrades, all kinds of stuff. I can't even go into yet. We're going to do more about this on Monday, but awesome. Darren, what do you think, buddy?
Man, why does he always do it to us? We just had a long meeting. We discussed so many things, and he didn't even mention this, right? He just hit us with the surprise. Like, man, I love it. I love it. It's just another thing to build people's confidence in the company, build their business. But most importantly, when I look at this, if we're helping somebody to start their business free, right? Somebody less fortunate. Jeremy, if you really listen to what you even taught us here today, it's more powerful than even you probably see. We have somebody that's joining because they're not fortunate enough to have the money to get their business started. So Jeremy is giving them a free business. But check this out. I was just thinking when Jeremy was going through that, what Jeremy put together with the factory example, I hope everybody is seeing the power of that, because what I was trying to explain is you can become an owner coming from nothing. So if you take the example of somebody that don't have the funds to start their business, then they start their business free with Zan, right? They do everything they're told for 60, 90 days, whatever the case may be. Then they take the 50% earnings, and now they can start their own Zan business. That person from their profits can take $1,000 and move it to Factory 2 and become an owner. Man, I hope you guys see how powerful that is. So you can actually take somebody from nothing, and now they could become an owner in Factory 2, and guess what that means? They can now hire somebody. I hope, forget the penny, I hope the damn dollar's dropping. This is just so powerful, and people got to see what we have here. Then Jeremy's taking the 50% that the company's making and doing what? Putting it back into the business. And this is going to fuel directs. Guys, this blows me away. That's why I'm wearing this graduation hat, because I'm trying to let everybody know you have officially graduated from all the online BS. Okay? You are with a company, like these guys said, and I thank these guys. We had a great meeting before this hangout, and I was pumped before this hangout even began, because I know these three crazy guys right here, and I say crazy in a good way. I know the passion, the desire, the commitment, okay, that they have to making sure that this works. We are a team right here. Everybody in the Zukul family, we are a team. And I just want you guys to know that we're going to bust our butt to make sure that Zukul is here to stay, guys. We're not going nowhere. We got the greatest owner in the world. Folks, you hear me say it all the time. I've been in this industry a long time, guys. I've never seen an owner that gives out information weekly about the company. I've never seen it, not even through email. I've never seen it. So if you've seen it, you have one up on me. Okay, and I want to give a shout out real quick to Rhonda. Rhonda's been helping me out. We're working behind the scenes, and what we're doing is we're putting instructional videos together. There's no self-branding in our videos. You won't see our face. We don't start off the videos by, hey, this is Coach Darren. She doesn't say this is Rhonda, because we want to make sure that everybody in Zukul and the One Link family can use those videos. And what those videos are going to do once I complete that website, and I should have it done by Monday or Tuesday. And shouts out again to Rhonda, because I was trying to have it done this Wednesday, but it's going to take me about until Monday or Tuesday. And what that website is going to do, when people say, look, I want to know more about Zukul, how do I get started? It's going to take them step by step. How to add funds, how to surf ads, what are the differences in the balances. It's going to explain everything at that website. And I already got a domain name for it, and I'm going to be hosting it on my hosting account. But get this, guys, there's not going to be no opt-in. All right, so I'm not trying to get any leads there. It's going to be a website that everybody can use. Oh, you want to know more about Zukul? Go to this website. There's not going to be any talk about me. There's not going to be any talk about Rhonda. It's just going to be instructional videos where they can learn about the Zukul Ad Network. So this is something I wanted to ensure that the team could use, and it's going to be popular. Then I'm going to send those videos to Jeremy, and he might incorporate some of them within the back office, depending on what he wants to do with them. So, guys, we are doing everything as a team like we always do, and we're taking this business to higher levels of success. And remember, I always told you guys early in the game, don't get off this train. don't get off this train. As we're going to leave you at the station. Don't get off this train.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much to this, guys. I mean, I know it's hard to take it all in. You know, we've been talking about this and we've been sort of thinking about this for a while. I know it's gone over in my mind 5 times. And the more it goes over into my mind, there's so much benefit to the guy. I mean, to Zukul, to Zan, to the people that need help, to every single person that orders a PTP. I mean, it's so massive, it's crazy. I mean, there's probably unimaginable benefit in numbers of how many benefits are to us, to the people that are here early in this business, because you guys are all still early birds, no matter what you think, 100%. So, Jamie, what do you think about this? Crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was so funny. As I'm like fading in and out here, listening to Jerry, I'm like, what? I think my brain just exploded. But, oh, yeah, I mean, people, just some quick stats here. Zukul, okay, 2 years old, 33,831 members. Zukul Ad Network, 2 months old, 4,263 members. I mean, that's awesome. And so we got 2 factories going. We got a good cause factory that I can donate to out of the goodness of my heart, or I can own a good cause factory with all the benefits of doing that. Well, I'm going to do both. I'm going to give a little here, and I'm going to buy a little here. And yeah, it's just fantastic. Jeremy never ceases to amaze me. There's just so much churning in the background, feeding both companies, and I tell this to people that are new to it. Zukul and Zukul Ad Network are on a whole nother level. I mean, we got our own customized script. We've got programmers on staff. We have just a brilliant panel where we have masterminds all the time. We're transparent. We have Google Hangouts practically every day. And we have the One Link Family Facebook group, the Zukul Ad group, and I'm getting all these pop-ups over here. I'm telling you, it's brilliant. I love it. I mean, the one company feeds the other, and the other feeds the other. I mean, it's mind-blowing. And with the onset of this good cause factory idea, I think it's brilliant. I mean, along with everything else coming that's being worked on in the background, I mean, I think Jeremy or Bart touched on it earlier too. There's rev shares failing every day, and you're not going to have to worry about that here. This is for the long run, people, and that's one thing I learned early on. You're not going to have to worry about this failing ever. I mean, come on, where do I sign up? I'm in. I'm sold. So anyway, watch this space, and I'm going to turn it back to Jeremy because I think he's got some more stuff up his sleeve.
But I want to just say to you something. If you're in, I was in construction. I was a plumber. Okay, and through the years of being a plumber, I could actually turn my hand to do most things. I can lay bricks, I can plaster, I can do electrics, I can do just about anything you need done in the house. Okay, I can actually build a house, and I have done from the ground up. And that brings me, when you say build a house from the ground up, business is exactly the same. You have to build your business from the ground up. And the very first thing you do, when you're in the construction industry, obviously you need to find the piece of land that you're going to build on. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. Well, in our case, it was the internet. Okay, our land was the internet. We realised that this was a good piece of real estate, was the internet, because the eyes, with a local store or a local bricks and mortar business, you're only relying on the footfall that goes past that. But with the internet, it opens up a whole world, okay, that you would never get access to. Let's face it, I'm in business with these guys on this panel, and Darren's sort of dropped off, and all you guys that are watching this, I'm in business with you as well. And 99.9% of you I've never laid eyes on in the flesh. I've only seen you through a camera, through Skype or a Facebook post or something like that, So look at what the piece of real estate that we've actually got access to, which is called the internet. So the next thing we did, I'm just going to draw you through this because I want to do it like this. Okay, this is the the three W's, if you like, the World Wide Web. And that's our real estate land that we wanted to get a piece of. Okay, so the next thing we needed to do was, obviously, we excavate the land to make room for the foundation. So we found the internet, and we said, now what is it we're going to do? Well, we want to build a system that feeds everybody. We want to build a system that gives as many people as possible success. So we started to excavate the land, okay, ready for our foundation. And what did we do? We put our foundation in place. That foundation is a website called Zukul.com. Okay, that's our first foundation, a firm foundation. That business has been running for 2 years. It's never, ever, ever, ever failed to pay its members in the 2 years. Every time somebody draws their money, 98.9.9% of the time, their money is transferred to their account. And if it's not transferred to their account, it's because there was a bug in the system, but we fixed it. Okay, so that business, Zukul.com, is the foundations. Now we started to put the bricks that takes our building, our business out of the ground. Okay, the next foundation we put in, or the first brick in the puzzle, if you like, was Zan. That's the first real standalone product outside of Zukul. Okay, but you know, we want to build this perfect building. I know that doesn't look like a perfect building, but each building that you build has to go brick by brick. Okay? Now, if you try to put the roof first, what are you going to put the roof on? You've got nothing below it. And if you try to put the bricks first, you've got nothing below. You've got no foundation. And if you try to put the foundation on the sea, you need a good piece of real estate. We've got everything in place. The first brick is there. Now, I don't know about you, but if you ever drive past any construction sites and you say, what are they doing there? And you look up and there's cranes and everything all going, what's they doing? What are they building? I never see anything in the paper about that. What are they doing? And slowly, each day that you go past, you see the awnings go up round the outside and the man's painting them. And he's backwards and forwards. And then there's a sign saying, you know, JW Construction Development. And you think, what are they doing? What are they doing? Then you'll get an artist come along and he'll draw a picture of this lovely building that's going to be there. You think, that looks fantastic. Look, it's got sports. There's a swimming pool in there. Can't wait for that to open. And you look at the building. Every single day that you go to work or every day you drive past it, slowly, brick by brick, it's built. Zukul Ad Network is what we're doing. And we're bringing in so much stuff. Every brick is laid out. The plan has been laid out a long time ago. You're now starting to see the awnings go up. You're now starting to see the guys painting the outside. You're starting to see the first brick being laid on the foundation. This business is here to stay forever. It's not going anywhere. But it ain't going to happen overnight. And you ain't going to be a millionaire by next Thursday. Okay? If you want to make a business and be part of a business that's going to change so many people's tomorrow, be with us, stay with us, support us, and we'll support you. You only get back in life what you're prepared to put in. It's like a farmer's field. If you plant seeds of deadly nightshade in that field, come harvest, you're going to get back deadly nightshade. If you put corn in that field, come harvest, you're going to get back corn. What's in your field? Is it Zukul and Zukul Ad Network, or is it some other shiny thing that you're putting your money in and you think, I won't put it in there because I've just lost it, I'm going to put it in the next one. And after you've lost it in there, you go and find the next one. Don't keep running around the fields looking for the perfect crop. It's here. It's here. Stay here. Now, these good cause accounts that we were talking, these factories, they're going to be, hopefully they're up here. They're coming out. They're going to start. The first one's going to be created on the 4th of July, which is my birthday, which is American Independence Day. We're going to give people the ability to have independence, financial independence, okay? So these good causes accounts, I'm just going to put here good, okay, because I think that's a great word. These good cause accounts, the first one's going to be created on the 4th of July. That's when it's going to be. Prior to that, we're going to be, people will be able to pledge, whether they want to do own a factory or whether they just want to donate, okay? But we're going to be launching that on the 4th of July. Now, these little factories that we create, these little good cause factories that we create, we're going to be putting them, because we've already some of you have got directs below you inside Zukul Ad Network that will turn into a factory. Okay, they're going to turn into a factory, and you're going to see a fantastic commission come to you straight away. Paid traffic placements. If you go into Zukul Ad Network, there's a ton of members promoting it. They earn a commission from it, because if you buy the paid traffic placements through their banner, they will get a commission, which is fantastic. We want people to earn money. We want people. So go inside Zukul Ad Network, find a banner that you like the look of that's advertising to buy your first 2 people into your Zukul Ad Network business. Buy it through their banner. They will get a commission. You will be put in the queue to get your paid traffic placements, which is your first 2 directs. Okay, you need to get them done before the 4th of July. Okay, before the 4th of July. Now, you don't need to add them to. It doesn't matter if you've bought more than one order. It doesn't matter. You can't add them to the rotator yet. We're going to know by your transaction number, and we're going to be honouring those people that buy before the 4th of July. They're going to start to inherit factories. Okay, and some people that have already bought their paid traffic placements, they will already have spots, people below them that I've created. Okay, so if you haven't got your paid traffic placements for your ZAN business, your Zukul Ad Network business, make sure you get them before the 4th of July. You could be in a fantastic position. You could be in a fantastic position. Okay, so I just want to say to you again, inside Zukul Ad Network, when you log in, could be in the business directory when you're surfing ads, could be just there on the page. There'll be some banners that are advertising paid traffic placements. Buy your directs for your Zukul Ad Network business. Go and buy through one of them links. Give another member a commission. Get yourself an order, and make sure that you're in before the 4th of July. And because on the 4th of July, we're turning that off. Because after the 4th of July, it's going to go up in price. Okay, so you've got the 4th of July to buy your paid traffic placements for Zukul Ad Network.